I don't want dinner, just dessert, okay? All right. Hey everybody, Ed Talbert here, and welcome to our first in-between show. And the in-between show is an idea that I got for 3 reasons. One is with all the tutorials that I make, it takes a long time between the time I get it together and the time it's ready to publish. Sometimes gathering the materials, buying them, having them shipped, doing the research, and the thing I hate the most, which is editing video, takes a while. And there'll be like a week, 2, sometimes 3 weeks between tutorials. So I wanted to bridge that gap and give you guys an update of what's going on. The second reason is that I get a lot of questions of my tutorials, and I don't get to answer them. I get to answer them in person to each person that asks me, whether it's through an email or through Twitter or on Instagram. But here I get to answer that question for everybody. So that's the second reason. The last reason, which is the third reason, is because there are some techniques and tips and ideas that don't fit in a whole tutorial. So I'm not going to put a whole video on each one of the tips, but it gives me this time in between tutorials to show you how to do certain things that are really easy, like what kind of glue to use here, or how to make glass look frosted versus see-through and all that kind of stuff, which is today's tip. So today's question is about our last tutorial about the nose and scar wax, and I'm going to let my assistant Sammy give me the question. So this comes from one of the viewers and asked if the nose and scar wax is durable enough to last like a whole night in a haunted house as an actor. And the honest answer is no. This nose and scar wax is great for practicing. Then you take pictures. Also, if you're doing one scene in a horror movie where you need a cut to do it really quickly, that's perfect for that. But it will not last long. It will melt with the heat of your body. If you want something that lasts longer, then you need to do something with gelatin, maybe silicone or latex for even more durability. So that was the question of the day. Now for the technique that I wanted to show you guys today is when I made this rusted lamp, we put a lot of effort into making it look very authentic. And the problem is that the candle inside is like a really crappy LED candle that doesn't look anything real. So I didn't want you to be able to see through the glass, and I was thinking, what should I use for that? So if you want to do an opaque finish to your glass, then you're going to use school glue and mix it with food coloring. The food coloring will give it just a tint. It's kind of a see-through tint. So this works best when you want to tint some glass and not be able to see through it. So for opaque look. Now on this jar, this is my jar of eyeballs. I wanted to be able to see through the glass, but still tinted to look vintage. So in that case, instead of using glue that doesn't let you see through, use some Mod Podge. This works awesome. Same thing, you mix it with a little bit of water, some food coloring, and that'll coat your glass in a way that is see-through. So that's your tip of the day. If you want opaque, use school glue. If you want see-through, use Mod Podge. And finally, for the next tutorial, we're going to be infiltrating Christmas. So we're going to mount a full charge into this holiday that so abruptly ends our Halloween. And the way we're going to do it is by making some horror ornaments. Horror ornaments. Get it? Horror ornaments. So stay tuned. This will be released later on the week. If you're watching this in the future, it was probably already released. So if you think this was a useful show, if you think it's a good idea to have an in-between show, like I'm gonna call it from now on, the Monster Tutorials in-between show, just give it a like up here in the corner, or is it on the bottom? Make sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of the tutorials, and especially the one with the horror ornament. This is the first one of a series that we're going to be making. And also this show especially, I'm interested in you putting the questions about anything in the bottom on the comments. So if you want to learn how to make creepy dolls, or if you want to know how to make opaque glass but make it different colors, just put the question there, and if I know the answer, I'll answer it in the next show. If I don't know the answer, I'll research it and I'll find you an answer. So until next time, we'll see you later. Bye. All right, I'm coming.